Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the Gotham After Show. My name is Tatiana Mariesa. To my left, I have Mark Cirillo. You're back.
Oh, I'm to
You're
the left.
back.
I'm back.
You are to my left, and to my right, I have Jordan Mosley.
Hello.
So excited. I hope you join us here on the stream.tv. What an amazing show.
Yeah, this
I
is
am
a
in
good
love
one.
with this one.
2 in a row.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
Two in a row. It was like,
I actually think even the one before it, I think the last 3 were pretty exciting episodes.
Okay, I wasn't a fan of the very first one. Didn't like it. Hated it.
3 episodes ago? Wait.
No, yeah, 3 episodes ago. Didn't like it.
Wasn't that the one I was
like,
excited
oh,
about?
Am I going to be excited about
Wait a
this
minute.
show?
How dare you
I don't have a
insult
good
his
memory.
episode?
Sorry.
No, I don't remember. It was just the last time I was here was 3 episodes.
Okay. So 3 episodes ago, I didn't like it. But these last 2, I am
last two.
in it, guys.
Most
I am
definitely.
in it.
Yeah, I'm very happy, actually.
I'm in it.
Yes.
Totally.
And
in
rarely
it.
with Gotham, but I'm very happy.
Good. So we
There's
pleased
a lot
her.
of good and bad. It's hard. It's a hard show.
So Nygma is the Riddler.
Finally!
Finally, he is the Riddler, and we see it, and it's
And
amazing.
question marks. Lots of question marks.
Question marks
His
everywhere.
first heist.
Yes,
I feel
his
like-
Very
first heist.
exciting.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
You feel like? Go ahead, continue your thought.
I feel like he's just like making his mark. He just felt like this is like just the beginning of him like, hey, everybody, I'm the Riddler now. Nobody knew there was a Riddler, but now this guy's out asking all these questions.
Wait a minute. Is that why you guys wore green? You both wore green.
Holy
Actually,
crap.
Your eyes are super green right now.
I wore green
This
because.
is all a plan.
Side note: I wore green because I was hoping for Poison Ivy to come back.
She did.
And she came back for
For a
like
moment.
a second, and
But
then
it was
bounced out.
great, though.
It was
like
amazing.
all those different forms of mushrooms.
I know.
Like,
This guy
well, I
over
was
here.
excited about it. I don't know about anybody else.
They're good. So for Riddler's first crime, because now I'm not going to refer to him as Edward Nygma anymore.
No, he is the
is
Riddler
officially
now.
the Riddler.
Yep, it's
so
official.
his first crime he commits, he has this bomb in the middle of this museum, and he steals a painting. But it's not just he steals the painting; he also leaves clues in classic Riddler fashion, right?
Well, yeah, totally classic. But so was the giant bomb, like Batman '66 kind of
Totally.
giant bomb with
Totally.
a fake,
Look,
like
there
in
he
an
is.
art gallery.
So he's
Yeah.
he's awesome. He's awesome. So when I was first watching this, I initially thought this was like he was actually trying to kill Gordon, and he failed. And I was like, dang, that is so unlike him to fail. I totally didn't catch on that this was all part of the big plan. But we'll talk about that later. So this is his first. Yeah, there he is. Look. So he's talking to Gordon, and what a perfect setup for him to keep his alias.
Did you notice even the lockers were green in the back of
I
that?
did.
Like,
I did.
There was a
This
lot
entire
more. Even the
episode-
gas that came out for like in the art museum
Yes.
was green
I was
gas.
waiting for Gordon to take the bomb and to go running and go run to the pier. He's like, where can I go? Where can I go?
nuns crossing a
Yeah. I was like, what's going to
reference to a
happen?
very old Batman movie.
Adam West.
For those of you who get
Adam
Batman
West.
'66 shit.
Heck yeah.
Yes, yes, all good things, all good things. So he clearly set Gordon up. Clearly, I mean, as we said
Oh,
earlier,
yeah.
He clearly set
On
Gordon
several
up.
levels, yeah.
Yeah. So this was just the beginning of his plan, and I thought it was genius. And then Gordon just totally plays into it, and he's like, "Here, why don't you be in charge of investigating this?" Perfect. Which I did not call. Kristin, who's not here with us today. We love you, Kristin.
Yeah, she's okay. It's just a little bit of minor oral surgery. She'll be
Yeah.
fine. She just didn't want to
We
be on
miss
camera
you.
with a bloated face.
We
We
miss
love you,
you.
Kristin.
But she totally called it that Edward was going to stay inside the precinct.
For now.
Which I
did.
totally thought he was just going to go rogue and be like, and just be.
Towards the end,
Riddler.
it felt like he was going to be doing that.
But now I
Like,
think he's going to stay.
I got to say, he
I
didn't
think-
start off small. The dude went for it. Like,
He
right off
totally
the bat.
did.
Why do
You're
you guys
right.
think he's after Gordon?
That's
and
what I wanna
I'm
know.
asking you guys this as well. Like, why specifically Gordon? My theory is, 'cause according to the show Gotham that we're watching, he's the only cop that does his job. And he's like, oh, that's dangerous. Got to get him out of the
Yes.
way. Because he can figure out who the fuck I am.
Yeah. He's the only one.
Okay, that's one theory. What is it?
I have to agree.
What? You agree?
I have to agree with what he
What
said because
is this
the
made
rest
of?
of the
Thank
cops
you,
seem
Jordan.
completely like they just are terrible at their jobs. But Gordon's the only one, and Bullock just like ended up being teamed up with Gordon, so he's like figuring stuff out on accident. But I think that because I was wondering the same thing. I was like, why does he hate Gordon so much? I don't think he hates him. He just wants to get the guy who's gonna figure him out of the way.
Right. He's like, yeah, this is the
He's
only.
the only guy that's gonna figure out what I'm doing.
Threat,
No.
because everybody else here is a freaking idiot.
But you guys, he didn't start off that way. I think it started when Penguin and Cobblepot, Cobblepot and Riddler were together, and Cobblepot told him all this stuff about Jim.
Yeah, but what?
And so that
well,
rose a bunch of questions.
I think they play in together, though.
He figured, man, this guy really is horrible.
A threat.
And I don't think a threat yet.
I don't think he thinks Jim is horrible.
I think he thinks he's horrible because he acts like this heroic guy, but he has all this stuff underground that nobody sees except for Penguin.
He's willing to cross the line when it suits him.
Yeah.
And so
is actually
Riddler
a
is
good
like,
point.
forget you, I'm going to take you out now that he's crossed over into
Yeah.
Riddler status.
But how great
what
that
I
those
think.
bosom buddies are back together.
Okay, they're not really.
They were back together for like a moment.
They're not really back together.
No, I know, because Riddler was
was
like, I don't
super
like the new you.
Yeah. Come back to me when you're weird
bad
again.
for him.
Yeah, you were better
felt so
before
bad.
when you were my mentor and you taught me how to be bad. Okay, let's go back to
Let's go
that.
back to that. Right. So let us know what you think. Hashtag Gotham AS. What do you think?
What do you think?
Do you think that he is playing everybody, or?
But that's what I'm wondering what, like, when he went back to Riddler, like, he wouldn't play Riddler. Riddler's on his side, right?
That's what-
Like,
yeah.
what,
You
like,
guys,
I feel
no.
like that's when we would have seen the act drop. Or the way Penguin works,
He's
he's
very
like, he
smart.
tests everybody. He's like, well, is this person gonna fall for this? Is this, like, how good am I at what I'm doing?
So look, there's
So
Penguin.
it could be anything.
So Penguin,
What's he doing there?
I believe Penguin has a false face. Penguin has a false face.
Okay.
From when he was with Hugo Strange and all of that, I still think it's a front. I still think he has a false face on, because even with the Riddler, even though they were like bosom buddies and best friends, he cannot trust anybody right now. Anybody.
He's never really trusted anybody ever.
True, but he was
He
always
tries to use them.
he was
and
always
get
himself.
What he wants.
He was always himself, but now he doesn't know who he can trust because he's at the bottom line. Like, he lost all of his people, he lost all of his cohorts, everybody's against him.
Yeah, but
So he's by himself.
then when he goes back to oh God, who is you couldn't remember Butch and
Tabitha.
and Tabitha.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, like they're. I don't know where I was going with that.
I don't know where he goes. I'm
You know,
trying
but-
to follow along.
I know.
was like,
I'm
what
so
is he
sorry,
saying?
everybody. I drank a lot
No.
while we were watching the show. I'm still at it.
So Butch and Tabitha, he goes back to Butch and Tabitha, and he's basically
Right.
saying, like, oh, I'm so sorry, we were friends, right? And they're like, I'm gonna kill you.
no, we were not.
You cut off my hand,
Right.
like all of this stuff. And she's like, you killed my brother. And he's like, no, I
But
actually
she
feel
killed
really
his
bad.
mother.
Yeah, so she
like,
can't
Right,
be
and
too
Butch
upset
said,
about that.
for an eye,
We're even.
we're even.
It's fine.
Which I was like, wow, I like Butch because that's really nice of him.
Thank you, because this is where I was trying to go.
Okay, I got it.
Was
I brought it
how
back.
many times is Penguin gonna get away because people underestimate who he is?
Wait,
And that's like his
that's
thing.
his secret
And what I
weapon.
can't wait for is like season 6 or 7 when Penguin is like the kingpin, like he is the boss, like has happened in the comics, where it's just like, oh well, you know, I've gotten this far because
Right.
I played you all over and over and over again.
Right.
And
Even
I
Riddler.
kind of love it.
Even playing Riddler.
Even Riddler.
Like, I thought Riddler was going to be like, oh, come on in, and I love you, and we're best friends again, but it didn't happen.
I know,
That
but
he just closed the door
but
in
don't
his
you
face.
kind of hope it still does?
Okay,
Don't you want them to live together?
Everybody wants them to live together.
Bosom buddies.
Everybody wants them. Penguin, Riddler, everywhere.
They should
Too much.
live together, like in a woman's like apartment building, like Tom
a
Hanks and
woman's
Peter Scolari.
Got it.
Riddler just
And they
gonna-
will literally be bosom
Riddler
buddies.
just selfishly took all the information and all the
and
Yes.
made it work for
skills
him.
Yes.
You're right.
from Penguin,
Yes.
from Cobblepot, and just used it for himself. And now he's gonna be like,
But
oh,
that's
I don't
the
need you anymore.
Because
But
Penguin
that means
was
he
his,
really learned. That means he really learned Penguin's ways.
That's a
Because
good
that's
point.
what
That's a
Penguin
good
would
point.
do.
You're right, 'cause
And that
that's
is
what he
the
would
way
do.
of the
Yeah.
villain.
the way of
guess
the
that's a good
villain.
The
point.
way of the villain.
Hashtag the
Yeah.
way of the villain.
There is no
Take it
loyalty.
all, have
No honor
loyalty
among
to no
thieves.
one.
Because like we're still talking about the Riddler, right?
Go for it,
Or
yeah.
sure,
All
why
of
not?
them.
Because the way he killed, what was the officer's name when we went to his house?
Oh, the one he set up Jim
Yes,
for.
when he
yeah,
said
yeah.
Jim, the way he killed him with the crowbar, that's a whole nother level.
With a great
of murder. You can
funny,
shoot somebody,
hilarious,
but to
stupid
kill
riddle.
someone with a crowbar, that's a whole nother level. And I feel like that's a Cobblepot level.
It is.
Of,
it totally is.
Of murder right there.
Crowbar.
Cobblepot
where
was
birds
his
go
mentor.
To drink.
And what about his awesome riddle?
Yeah, I was just gonna. I was
That
just
you made him on the
just
spot.
referencing that. It's
Then
hilarious.
you met him on the spot.
He was like,
I'm
I
just
got
gonna
this.
point it out. Jordan laughed harder at that than anything else in the episode.
I did. It was
He loves riddles.
fantastically
So
riddle.
He
this
loved
was
that
his
riddle
episode. So
specifically.
guys, let us know what you think about Penguin. Forgot what we were talking about.
Or
Penguin's
Riddler,
false face.
or anybody else we talked to.
Do you think that he's still putting on a front? Do you think that he was actually changed by Hugo Strange and he can't trust anybody? Or do you think he's just being Penguin and this is another one of his special little things?
Where he's faking it.
Where he's faking it, which is what I think.
It's
I
all
think
an
he's
act.
faking it.
It's always an act.
It's
with
always
Penguin.
an act. That's why I said Penguin's false face,
Yeah.
because it's a false
He's
face.
a method criminal.
All
He
the
stays in
people on
character
this
no matter
show
what.
That you cannot trust. He is the number
He's
one
the
person
number one
you
person
cannot
you
trust.
cannot trust.
He's the
Penguin.
Riddler is crazy, but nobody is crazier than Cobblepot.
Yeah,
Okay?
I agree.
Nobody.
I agree.
All right.
So Penguin's Papa.
Yes, Penguin's Papa.
We see Penguin's Papa, and that's why I'm so sad Kristin wasn't here.
I know.
Because she's been talking about it and talking about it forever.
Can we go to a wide shot? I want you guys to get up.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm staying
No
down.
one's gonna do it?
Y'all can do it. You
We
can
got
just-
Penguin's Papa.
I'll let you do it.
We got Penguin's Papa. It just happened.
It
you
happened,
saw it.
and it was
happened
live,
here
and
on
it
the
just
stream
happened.
TV.
Amazing. So Penguin's Papa is obviously Pee Wee Herman, which is
Yes.
which is amazing, and I thought he did an awesome job. But he's super
It's
rich.
so creepy and
He's
so
super
kind of
creepy.
perfect
But
for the
but he's
weirdness.
super rich,
Yes.
and
Which is
Super
true
rich.
to history.
Super
which is
Right.
true to history, and
Most of the histories.
we
all of the
find out,
histories.
yeah, all the histories.
All the
Thank you.
histories.
We find out more about Penguin's past, or his papa's past, and all that happened between him and his mother, which is really interesting. So somebody said that this is where we're going to see Penguin get his fortune.
Yeah, I agree.
Was it you that said it, or was it you that said it?
It was.
I didn't say it, but
Did
you
I
must
say
I
have
it?
don't
read
think
my
it was
mind.
neither of us, but
Okay, so
I think
maybe
it
I
was
said
just
it.
a given.
About
I
it.
think when we saw that happening,
Right.
which leads us into the whole family thing, which
Yeah.
I feel like they don't want him to have the fortune.
Right.
Well,
and so
do
there's a
you-
lot of things about to happen.
So, do you think it's because of the fortune? That's why they're acting so strange?
Yes,
because
I
they were
think
like,
definitely.
oh, we love you.
It's a third
then-
person
No.
they have to split that money
Yes, exactly. It is exactly
with.
what Jordan
They look
said.
like spoiled little brats.
They
You're like,
are
now I have to split this
guaranteed or
3
something.
ways.
As are most people that come from a shit ton of money.
Right. But it kind of sucks though, because I felt like he was like, oh, I should have looked for you, and for 31 years I should have found you. But then he went and started this whole other family with this beautiful wife, because Cobblepot's mom, I don't know, I didn't think she was very pretty. Like the opposite of what she
Wait,
was married to
Which
now.
one was his wife? Was it Melinda?
The one that you liked.
Oh my God. How great is it that she is now joining the cast?
She is joining the
also
cast.
from the OC,
Is it
Yes.
OC
the
reunion?
original
OC
home of
reunion.
our
Look, there they
Detective
are.
James Gordon.
There they are. Perfect
All
family.
we need is Adam Brody to show up. and
Melinda
it'll be
Clark
good.
is her name, and I love her so much. She's been on everything. From Dallas and Nikita and Entourage and
Everything.
the Vampire Diaries.
she's a
like it's
fantastic-
crazy.
she's a
But as
fantastic
far as
actress.
geeks go, like yeah,
Yeah.
she's done most of our. We've all seen her before.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing. So I want to ask, do you guys think that, that this is going to hinder Cobblepot's, like, overall plan?
No, I do not think it's going to hinder.
You don't think his family is going to hinder his overall plan?
I
No.
think it's only going to help because I think he
Yes.
is going to get the money.
Okay.
And I think it's only going to help his overall plan
And I
on
don't-
his rise to Kingpin in
Yes.
seasons.
But what
And I
about
don't
the
believe
other-
Cobblepot is such a forgiving person and understanding where he's like, oh, you didn't know I existed. Oh, that's okay. And you never came to even look for me or anything. It's fine. Let's just be family now. I don't believe that's how that man operates.
So then what
I feel
is
like
he-
sooner or later, people in the house will find crowbars in their backs, and that's how he's going to acquire this fortune. And
So you're
not for-
saying you think Penguin is eventually going to kill off his whole family?
I was actually
Sure.
going there too.
Really?
I kind of
I fe-
agree
I
with
feel
that theory where
definitely
he's going to
sure.
like sort of one off.
I don't know who's first.
Then
Probably
every once
that
in a
girl that kissed
while.
him on the cheek.
That would be
But-
his sister.
Exactly.
And kudos to your impersonation of Cobblepot.
I tried.
Although
I tried my best.
It was not nearly as good as Tabitha's impersonation of
of his
Carol
mother.
Kane,
She did
which
so
was
good.
phenomenal.
It was really
pretty good.
good.
And I
gotta give it
really
that.
want Carol Kane back. Can anybody do anything about that? Even if it's just in Cobblepot's head.
I don't
like
know.
if he really got
She'll
screwed
come
up
back.
in the
She'll come back in like a ghost
in
or
Arkham,
like a,
yeah,
in
like
a
as a
flashback
ghost,
or
like
something.
only he sees her and talks to her like
Yeah.
she's still alive.
I'm sure that's
That
gonna
can totally
happen.
make sense.
Can we just get Carol Kane back? I mean, it's Carol frickin' Kane.
She's amazing.
She's a legend.
She's awesome. So let us know
National
what you
treasure.
think here. #GothamAS. Tweet us your questions. YouTube us. Facebook us. Let us know what you think. Do you think Penguin is just like happy dappy? I just made that up. Happy dappy in his
Happy dappy is a good
family,
word.
and he's just gonna stay there and everything's gonna be cool? Or do you think he's eventually going to kill them all off? I know that's kind of far-fetched, like out there, but it could happen in the near future because anything's going with Penguin. So.
That seems right up there.
But I think,
Right up the alley.
I think what I would like is for him to not actually kill Pee-wee and Melinda Clark. Like the rest of the
See-
kids, I don't know, but like I would really like those two characters to be on for a while.
I think
'cause
that
they're
She'll be the
awesome.
last alive.
Who?
Melinda Clark.
You think
Which
so?
is fine.
I don't think so. I think his dad will be the last alive because now that his mom has passed, I think he's gonna like bond with his dad hardcore because otherwise he's alone and he was so close to his mom. So now that he's found his
Okay.
dad, he's like, oh, my dad. So if anybody's gonna survive anything, I think it's going to be his
Perhaps he
father.
will bond with his father. His father would end up doing something that rubs him the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say something maybe about his mother because he's loyal to his mother, as he should be. So then
Can we
his
tell who's
father will
mama's
say
boy
something
here?
that's completely like that, puts down his mother, and then that's gonna like turn him around to be like, you know what? I don't want a relationship with you. I just want everything you have, so I can have everything I
So he's
want.
gonna kill him.
But he already has money. He already has all the money that he has. He has everything. His father
Who?
has everything.
Oh, yeah,
So
but that's
what would
why
he want
should.
from Penguin? He's not gonna want or need anything from Penguin.
No, but
No.
Penguin
Penguin
needs to
wants to
kill
come-
him
yeah.
to get the money.
Oh, to get them. That's what you're saying.
That is what he
And
was
kill the
saying.
children.
And kill the children.
Welcome back.
Wow, what a dark,
I know
what
this
a
is really
dark
bad.
episode.
Oh, yeah, because
Seriously.
Gotham's so rarely dark.
It is called Goth.
It is called Gotham. Gotham. So yeah, let us know
All
what
right.
you think. What do you think Penguin's up to? #GothamAS. Let us know your thoughts, your opinions. Give them to me. Batman emerges.
Ooh.
We saw it. We saw it happen.
Yes.
So Selena and Bruce are out on the streets. They're going to steal this guy's money. They bust him, okay? They find them both. And he starts insulting this guy. And his face almost changed. Like, he got so angry. And we haven't seen that from Bruce yet.
No.
Not like that kind of anger. This is
Right.
something completely new. So I was like, yes! The Batman is emerging. Just so excited.
My also favorite thing, like it's sort of the first Batman Catwoman team up.
Yes.
Team up.
Team up,
Yes,
yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team up also works because they're both
Because
teams.
they're
They're both teams.
This is true.
That's a very good point.
This is true. But I loved it. I love that he's emerging. And he wants,
Yeah,
this
no.
is like the Finding Bruce story. So he wants this, but at the same time, I was like, oh, poor little rich kid.
It's
I
all-
want to find who I am without my money. I was like,
No, but I like the noble aspect of that, where he's just like, but the thing is none of that can ever really be true because you have the fallback. If you have the fallback
Exactly.
of this bundle of cash in your mansion and your
Exactly.
butler,
Yeah. Not
his
like,
fault.
yeah,
which
it's
is
never
what
really
Selena
real.
said.
Not his fault.
But Selena put that out there. She was like, listen, Bruce,
Which is why I
you
love
have all
Selena.
this money and that's why I'm stealing and you're not.
Right.
But he was like, no, I want to do this
So
by
my,
myself.
my idea, which is what crossed my mind when this was happening, I was like, okay, great. Then he should do these robberies with them, but let them split it evenly. And then he just takes from his fortune the exact amount of money he would have gotten if he had been part of the plan and see if he could sort of live on that and see if it's actually a valid point, what he's saying.
You know,
but I
could-
might be getting too real
No.
for
That's hilarious.
Gotham.
He could actually do that because when that guy, I forgot his name, that was
It's an
kicking the
honor system.
shiznit out of him, when he was kicking the shiznit
Oh,
out of him,
yeah.
he totally was just beating him to death. And what did he do?
By the way, beating up a 12-year-old.
Beating up a 12-year-old, right. But he felt good about himself.
Yeah.
But what did he do? He thought about what Alfred said in his head when Alfred and Cupcake got in that little tiff, more like a big tiff, but a little tiff, and he tired Cupcake out, okay? he totally thought of Alfred. He doesn't need street smarts. He needs Alfred. Hello?
Alfred's all the street smarts he needs.
Alfred,
It is.
Well, and Alfred is his
But I will
trainer.
say-
So
He is
as
trainer.
of as far as Alfred can take him. At some point, he has to go away and learn from ninjas and shit.
I will say though, a
Alfred's
lot
kind of a
of
ninja.
people will agree with this. Because I've talked to a lot of people about this kind of stuff before. They say the only way you know how to really fight is if you've taken a few beatings.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay.
true too. He has to build up the tolerance.
So he's built up the tolerance. He's built up. Okay, this is what it feels like to take a beating. Like, you figure out how people move, like people in general, how people fight. I think that's why he was like just egging him on. Like, I want to see what this feels like. I want to see what this feels like. Bruce is crazy. Bruce Wayne is
Hence
nuts.
the emerging of Batman. Of Batman.
But he's got it right though.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right, let us know what you think. Do you like this emergence of the Batman figure?
Finally.
Finally, now we see it. Do you like that he went off? Do you think he could have stayed home with Alfred? Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know. Gotham hashtag. Whoa. Hashtag
All your
Gotham
thoughts on anything.
Hashtag Gotham. Yes.
I kind of just only want to know about Gotham.
Well, I meant, yeah, you're right.
Not really
Gotham
about anything,
related.
but that's just me. I don't know.
No, you're
So
right. Let's not
the
open those
beacon
doors.
crumbles, guys. Gordon is done. He's done.
Dum dum.
The beacon of truth crumbles.
This is the
He's crumbling.
second time he's been publicly like arrested for something.
Are you kidding
like,
me?
he's
It's not
gotta
just the
get out of
arrest.
it.
Okay, he killed somebody.
Yeah.
He lied to his pregnant woman.
Well, she knew.
No, he was lying to his pregnant woman,
Right.
regardless if she knew or not.
Well,
he
no,
was like,
but
"No,
then,
I'm fine. It's
but
totally
then he
cool."
did the But then he
I
came.
see the
No, you're
conflict
right.
of perceptions.
Speaking of his pregnant woman,
I'm right.
God, I love her so much.
I know,
She's so good.
she's truly
that
amazing.
one scene, I was like, oh, you're better than the show. I love you. like, she's so
She's a
good.
great addition to the show.
She's
a
fantastic.
fantastic addition to the
Fantastic.
show, and I love her.
She's amazing.
So at the
when
very
they give her
end-
something to do.
So at the very end, so he has now been caught in Riddler's whole divisive
Master
plan
plan.
that he has, which is absolutely amazing and totally genius, and I'm in love with the Riddler.
So
thing.
good.
So he's caught in it. Now he's framed. What are we going to do? What is he going to do? He says goodbye to his pregnant girl. I can't believe that. What a horrible person. Like, I'm not Team Jim right now. At all. I am not Team Jim.
Were you ever?
I was.
Really?
I was.
Really?
That was my Jim
But
impersonation.
were you
fantastic.
I was.
ever?
But what do you guys
really?
what do you guys think? Do you think Lee is actually really going to go away, or do you think she's going to stay forever?
I think
Stay
that
until he gets out of jail. Gets out
I
forever.
think for the show's sake, she should stay forever.
Okay, minus the show's sake. Character-wise, what do you think, Jordan?
this is my theory, okay? Because can I bring up what happened at the very
Go
end?
for it, go for
okay.
it.
Yeah.
At the very end, Barbara, bing, wakes up out of her coma, right? So what I think is going to happen, possible, Gordon has two kids. He has Gordon Jr., Jim Gordon Jr., and then he has Barbara, who becomes Batgirl. So what I think is going to happen is Lee's going to go away. She's going to name her child Jim Gordon Jr. in honor of this man that she loved.
Oh.
And then Barbara's gonna wake up. She's confused, right? She just what's happened. Now she's normal again. Gordon never really fell out of love with her, so he's gonna get back with her once he gets out of there, or she'll come visit him in prison, whatever. Anyways, they'll get back together, and
Make a
possibly
baby.
they'll make a baby. Possibly something happens to Barbara in remembrance of his dead wife. Here's my baby, Barbara. I don't know.
Barbara Jr. and
Barbara
Jim
Jr. People usually know Junior, but
Very interesting.
it's possible.
It's very possible.
I think he's not
a
that
theory.
far off.
What do you think? What do you
Well,
think? Mike?
because that was one of my issues from the very beginning of the series was I was like, how is he going to have this girlfriend who goes batshit crazy,
Right.
possibly Harlequin, named Barbara, and then want to name his child Barbara?
Right.
And I know in different universes, like anything can happen.
Right, yeah.
But we still kind of need Batgirl / Oracle to be Barbara Gordon.
And it's Gotham.
So
They can pick their own.
And I
Yeah,
think
but
a lot
this
of
is why
people
I'm
have that
just
concern.
fascinated by how it's going to get there, and I was very similar to Jordan's line of logic, like how that's going to happen.
So Barbara's gonna. So how is she gonna get out of Arkham?
Well,
'Cause
that's
Hugo
the thing. I think
Strange
she's
has
going to
her.
wake up
She's gonna be-
and maybe be
gonna be-
like
But
Same.
Hugo Strange
level.
has
You're
her.
right, and who knows what he's going
And
to do.
who knows
to
what
her.
Hugo Strange is going to do to her. I mean, we all saw what he did with Penguin, okay? So
Yeah.
with the ice cream test. So now,
The best test of
the
them
best
all.
test of them all.
Yeah,
So
I forgot
now
about
what? Now tell us what you guys think. Hashtag Gotham AS on Twitter, YouTube. We're listening to you. What do you think is going to happen?
We're listening.
Let's all just do this. What do you think is going to happen, you guys? Let us
Thank
know
you,
your
Jordan.
thoughts. We're going to take a little break. We're going to read some tweets, jump on the YouTube and see what's going on, and we'll see you when we get back. Just in case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
In case you missed it live.
Oh, you'd want to take the time travel the whole way back.
How did we not figure that out?
We had a crazy vampire threesome, and you can't unsee that. That's burned into my brain now.
I was like,
How did you get here?
No. Look at me. I'm dancing.
You know why we saying yes. You know why we saying yes.
He was like, yeah, I'll tell you whatever you want.
He is quite something.
and we're like, inseparable. She was shadier than Sunglass Hut with Ray-Bans on sale, ladies and gentlemen.
It wasn't. So come on.
You just went to a totally different direction on that.
When a billionaire goes broke, it means he's got like $4 million.
Hold the phone,
Hold on.
bro.
I found her to be deliciously out of control.
Oh man, looking forward to this fight.
Ooh, they about to get together. Watch, it's about to go down.
Somebody better take some pictures of this.
She just slapped the crap out of Nick.
And he's just
It's so good.
You can't count anything out.
Look at you.
It's been another awesome night at the Stream.tv, guys.
Thank you for joining us, you guys. We love you.
Hey guys, we're back.
Hey.
Thank you for joining us. Please make sure to visit our Facebook page, the Gotham After Show by Lance. Thank you so much, Lance. We love
you, Lance.
Also visit Bam Smack Pow and the Stream.tv. Let's go to some Twitter questions.
Oh, okay, let's do that. We're here at the Twitter box, coined by an earlier host of a different show. Well, actually, first I want to point out, and I don't know why it's all over the place, it got retweeted constantly, but our own co-host, Kristin, who is not here today, her Kristin Kringle cosplay picture with another one of our old co-hosts, Jay, who moved to New York, so he's no longer with us. In a way, went all over the place. And so Cosplay Sharer and a whole bunch of other people just retweeted the picture of the
Awesome.
two of them, and I kind of love them for that. Also, a lot of you may be aware that Riddler was live tweeting tonight along with the show. So hopefully you guys were too. And what I love is one of his tweets was, follow Crescenzo Vision, who is the DP, the director of photography / cinematographer, whatever,
Fantastic
of
tonight.
Gotham.
Yes.
And while we were watching tonight, I
Yeah.
pointed out
Yes.
several times,
Right.
he's amazing.
He's
he did
amazing.
a
Like, there
fantastic
were
job.
shots
So
where I
amazing.
specifically was like, that's gorgeous.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a shot of Jim at like the end of a table,
Yeah, that was
and like
fantastic.
in front of these big windows, and it was just sort of like zoomed in, and apparently he's done all these great portraits of the cast, which you can find if you click on one of his links. That's too much of a link. I can't say it all. out.
Sorry, John.
But you guys all know what I'm talking about. But
do one
shout
more.
out to the DP because he's amazing, and I love him. Tanya Pinkins, Mrs. What is it? Not Pennyworth.
Who?
Oh,
Hugo's girl?
Yeah, what is her name again? She wasn't in this episode, but she was live tweeting as well during the episode, just as shout outs to Nygma and Oswald being so awesome.
Because they were.
And I love that she was doing that. Gotham's Army, I want to give a shout out to them for just tweeting about us, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And the last one, I love you, Mirror Domains, for pointing out that Gordon's still using a flip phone.
Okay.
Which we've talked about before,
Yes, and I
because
love-
that's part of Gotham
Yes.
being not in any specific
Which is
time period.
fantastic.
That's
So
fantastic.
let
I
it
like
go,
that.
people.
Yeah. I think that
It's
is one of
amazing.
those suspend your disbelief.
Yeah.
Because you're in a universe, you're in a world
Yeah.
where
Just
there
let it go.
there is no
Accept
time.
it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
You
It
don't know where
works.
this fits in
Flip
the whole
phones
DC
are
universe.
solid. You never anybody like, oh, my flip phone
So-
broke. Nobody ever says that.
So Jordan,
I know
let us
people that still
know
have a
what's
flip
going
phone.
on YouTube. Real quick.
What
One
I got on
thing.
YouTube here? So, first of all, people are having on YouTube, they're having an argument about Bruce couldn't beat up the kid. The other what was his name? He couldn't beat him up because
Well,
Bruce
he
is
was
like
an
12 years old
adult.
and he doesn't have any muscle tone to beat this dude up.
Yeah, he's
but
like
pretty
12.
much this guy John Crane had an excellent point, and he said it's about more of him using his momentum, and it's the sort of stuff that Batman develops later on. So he uses his momentum, and plus he also remembered what Alfred said you have to just wait this guy out. You have to outlast him. And I feel like he got a severe beating. And the guy got tired, and once you're so tired you take a hit, you just don't get back up. So
Yeah.
I feel like it's completely logical for that to happen.
Totally.
Yeah,
agree.
totally. And he's building up his tolerance for beatings.
Right.
It's like
because
an
he
old
will get
boxing trick.
many of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
like
he learned
when you're
from
boxing,
Alfred.
it's like just tire him out.
And we also have a riddle
Oh.
given by Alma Diaz.
Oh boy.
And the riddle is, I'm tall when I am young, and I'm short when I am old. What am I? I'm tall when I am young, I'm short when I am old. What am I? By Alma Diaz. Tweet your answers.
All right, guys, let us know. What does the riddle
all right.
mean? We don't know. Let
You're
us
not getting
know.
that answer right now. You're gonna have to
I have to
tune
think
in
about it
and
first.
tweet us and
Thank you for that, Jordan. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
I
So
like
let
that.
us know, what is the riddle? Can you solve it? Let us know what it is, and maybe we'll have one for you next time.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for joining us here at the Stream.TV, and we'll see you next Monday. Bye.